Just show her the machine, man.
Okay, so don't do anything he says. Anything that comes out of his mouth.
That's actually something I told him to say.
Oh, God.
Stop. Bring it back now. Yeah. Are you ready?
You have a Katrina light on.
What are you ready? He walks away.
Can I just lead in like?
We're just like, so Sean's here. You
Everyone
can't see
pick a
him.
pose.
Just like, hello. The glare from that's covered when I get here. So.
Hi, welcome to the Exit Only Theater podcast. But this is blah 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 blah. We're starting over. All right.
Stepcom 5 on Giggles.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Welcome to the Exit Only Theater podcast. It took 7 tries, but I think we got it. Guys, I am here with
Sean Howard.
and here with
JP Lee.
All right, the reason we're laughing is because we've tried to do the open
You
at
saw
least
it. There's
18
outtakes
times.
to start the show.
But I
Oh
think
my
this is
God.
the one. All right, today is our very first television episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, give us some feedback. Let us
Yes,
know in the
yes,
future what we want, what shows you guys are interested in. But we are talking not movie news, TV news. You see, we're still getting used to it. All right, first of which
Yes.
is the mega bomb of the Marvel universe is that the Defenders have finally finished their lineup.
Mm-hmm.
We had Daredevil, we had Jessica Jones, we have Luke Cage, now we have our Iron Fist. And that Iron Fist, that sounded weird.
The first time I said it was also weird.
And the person that will be playing Iron Fist, a.k.a. Danny Rand, is Game of Thrones actor Finn Jones. And you guys watch Game of Thrones more than I do, so
Yes.
you know the character he plays, which is
Sir Loras Tyrell.
awesome. I couldn't say that even if I
wrote that
wanted to.
down.
But aside from that news, there was also another bit of news.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of pair them together and see which one's more exciting. FX has released the trailer, get this, for Tom Hardy's new show called Taboo. And that one, here's the synopsis, is it's a series set in 1814 revolving adventurer by the name James Delaney. Delaney was thought to be dead, but surprises everyone when he returns to avenge his father's death. Guys, based on these two news, and specifically only one has a trailer, but based on the news of Tom Hardy having a new show, and then Danny Rand being cast with the Game of Thrones actor, which one excites you more? I'm going to start off with Jen.
Okay, for me, by default, because I'm not as big a Defenders fan, I'm not as invested in those characters.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Tom Hardy. I saw the trailer for Taboo, and it looks visually stunning. I mean, I don't know, I had no idea based on the trailer that was the synopsis, so I genuinely, that was the first time I knew what it was going to be about, and I'm still excited about it.
Yeah.
So, I, by default, go with Tom Hardy.
Sean?
Weirdly, I go with Tom Hardy because I just don't care about Iron Fist.
Really? You don't care? Even with the success of Marvel's Netflix
I trust
series?
them to do a good job, but like,
You're just like, yeah, all right, they'll
like,
get it
it's
right.
another one.
Yeah.
But I want to see what Tom Hardy does on like a
Interesting.
show, I
Yeah,
guess you
no,
could say.
absolutely. Especially with FX, because they've been knocking it out of the park the last
Yeah.
few years. My question to you guys being, like, comic book fans,
Yeah.
what is the thing, like, who is Iron Fist? Like, what's his power? I don't know what to ask.
Funny you should ask.
Because I have no knowledge of this character.
Because I did some research. Okay, it's in the same article I just read the top
Go
of.
on.
In the comics, Iron Fist is Danny Rand, who is a young boy, travels with his family from New York to the lost mystical city called Kunlun. After some tragic twist of fate, Rand is adopted by the city's ruler and taught advanced martial arts and the mystical power of the Iron Fist. As an adult, Rand returns to his native New York and adopts the guise of Iron Fist, dishing out justice
Sounds
to
like a
multiple
board
bad
game.
guys. So basically, like,
He's
a
like
character,
a martial arts vigilante.
He's a martial arts vigilante with some actual like mystical powers to him. He has
Ooh, okay.
not a literal Iron Fist, but it hurts like an Iron Fist.
How many times are we gonna do that?
We're
Sorry,
going to have to blur a lot.
The more we say that, it just sounds like a porno.
It does. It really
But
does.
basically, based on the powers, the reason a lot of Marvel fans are excited about it is because they're uniting as the Defenders.
It's the end game.
It's
not
like
really the
it's going to be Netflix's version of their Avengers.
Right.
So you have Jessica Jones, which is on Netflix right now. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Marvel's Daredevil, and then Luke Cage, which character is in the Jessica Jones season 1,
Okay.
which is on Netflix. The big thing about it is, to me, it's not a sexy casting as far as big name, and
It's
they
not.
didn't really go out of their way to kind of do something different as far as casting an Asian actor.
Yeah.
In
I
the
think
comics,
that's the bigger discussion.
it's a bigger discussion, even though in the comics he's not necessarily he's actually a white dude.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is like you're casting a white dude to to be a great Asian. You know what I mean? Where it's like the story is about this white guy training to be a great version of a martial artist, and everybody else who they train is Asian, and he's white, and yet he is the one. Coincidentally, he's the white dude. It's like let's try to do something a little more contemporary. Let's do some modern. Let's take some chances, but Marvel chose not to do that.
So I'm surprised because they've been taking most of the risks with Netflix.
Yeah.
Like that's been their go-to.
But my answer overall, to kind of go back to what what we asked, is I think Tom Hardy's Taboo definitely looks much more exciting. I heard someone say, and I think it captured what it looks like. It looks like The Revenant meets Gangs of New York, where I think even though Tom Hardy's in this, I think his character is going to kind of be the guy that introduces us to the world that we're going into. Even though he's the initial guy, he looks like a guy that kind of waits in the shadows, saying, "Wait till I leave."
Less is more with his character.
Yeah, less is more with his character, and with Tom Hardy, you don't need a lot. He does a lot with what he's given.
No, without a doubt.
So this looks awesome. It looks really, really, really.
Does anyone know how long? Is it just like an 8-part season series thing?
Not yet.
Is it going to stand alone as
Netflix
multiple?
usually stays kind of lower.
Well, no, she's asking about Taboo.
Over Taboo. I don't know.
No, yeah,
it's on regular TV, so that like changes it. Because how long do they go on TV? Like 20 episodes.
They can, but then FX changes the rules all the time, so then I can't figure out what they're gonna do.
I hope first I hope it's good because Tom Hardy developed it, and from what I read, him and his dad developed it.
Oh, that's
so it's interesting to see because Tom Hardy's a pretty dark dude. And based off
at least
this,
the characters he's picked.
The characters, like you go back to Brosnan and you see like guys like Bane, and then you see guys like Mad Max. He's drawn to these really fucking, and like even like the movie Legend. I haven't seen it, but he plays two gangsters, and he goes after these dudes that are just like these like manliest men, but not only that, but they're dangerous
and they're mysterious.
And I think it looks really, 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 really interesting. It doesn't say here how many episodes it's gonna be.
I'm hoping it's like Fargo, where it's 10, and they had enough time to develop like a beginning, middle, and end, and then that's it.
I like the short versions of shows.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long Mr. Robot was, but I feel like that was kind of shorter than.
It was 12 episodes.
Yeah, I heard it was short.
People love that show, and it was won a bunch of awards, I think, and it was
absolutely
solid. I just like it was all compact, and they have a plan for that show.
Yeah,
which is refreshing.
Taboo. I'm interested in seeing Taboo just because FX is looking for that next show. Because even though Fargo like knocked it out of the park,
which is getting a season 3.
Yeah, it's definitely getting that, and like I don't know a lot of other shows that are catching a lot of like viewership, but this looks like it'll fill the hole that Sons of Anarchy has been that left when it got off air.
That's true. Yeah, because they have the Americans, which is sort of a cult following. It's not a huge following. They have Fargo. They have like their American Horror Story or their American Crime Story series. Yeah. That's like, it's
American Crime Stories I actually like. I just started watching it, but American Horror Story, it's carrying the weight of that right now.
I have such a beef with Ryan Murphy, so like that could be a completely different episode because I don't think he knows how to going to the whole beginning, middle, and end of other shows. I don't know if he knows ever how to finish any of his seasons, even when he only has to deal with one.
Yeah,
he never knows how to end them, which drives me nuts.
Yeah,
but I think FX is. I said this earlier in the meeting. I think FX is right now better than AMC.
Yeah.
Like at this moment, based on what they have, because AMC has Saul and Walking Dead.
Dead's follow-up show, like the Fear the Walking Dead.
It was kind of lame. It was lame. I stopped watching after episode 3 because there were only
6 episodes.
They didn't go the way we all thought it was going to go. Yeah. But I want to pose this question to you guys now. It seems like even though Marvel Television and Marvel Films are kind of separated, do you think it's the reason you're not as excited about it is because we're kind of over? There's too much Marvel now. Where it's just like, all right, we go there. It's like, oh god, now even though they're very different style wise, where Marvel Netflix is very gritty, it's very violent.
Yeah.
But is it still like when the second you see Marvel, you're like, good god, another superhero thing?
I think I just get desensitized now to just superheroes in general. There's just a lot.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot.
I trust them to do well with
exactly.
So there's not much of a draw to it, like you were saying before.
Yeah.
Like it'll be good, but I think they've done a good job of compartmentalizing who they think their TV crowd is for like ABC versus their film crowd versus. I think they're different audiences.
Yeah.
And I could be that Netflix audience. I just haven't been sucked into it yet.
Yeah, because
they're good. I just haven't.
And the problem is like there's some early reviews going around about the new Marvel Daredevil season 2. They're saying that it's great, but it's more of the same.
Okay.
When it comes to the Daredevil from season 1, so that's cool, but it's like there's really no other different way you could kind of go about it. Like you know what you're gonna get when you watch Marvel's television shows.
Yeah. He went straight up Chicago there for a second.
But yeah, I trust FX and AMC take a lot of chances with their content. The fact that you have a megastar and Tom Hardy.
I think that's it.
Coming off of 2 huge
Yeah.
movies like
So,
Mad
that's the
Max
draw.
and
he's on TV.
yeah, like how did you
It
sell that?
looks
Like
if you look at the trailer, which is on our on our Facebook and our Twitter page, and we'll probably tag the link on this
sure.
on our YouTube link here, and then you check the description. It looks like a it looks like an HBO
natural.
show. It looks like an HBO show where it looks incredibly violent, like
Yeah.
bloody violent, and it looks like they're not holding back. I'm down, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Hardy walking around with a stick, looking like he's gonna kill somebody.
Like Gandalf.
Oh, shut up fast.
Is that how he did it?
Oh no,
Where he
I
just-
can't stand up. They wouldn't allow me to
He may
stand
have an
up.
imp-
so
yeah.
I just look like a giant.
yeah, you won't
Good
even.
God.
Yeah, his head will be above the frame.
But is there anything else you guys want to add from the world of TV? Is there anything? How about this? What should people be watching that they may not be watching?
Oh God, I'm catching up on stuff that people watched for the last couple of years. So like, I'm watching Top Gear on Netflix. So I am not the person to ask. Yeah, so you go ahead and watch
Oh,
whatever
want me
you
to go, or am
want.
I gonna take yours?
Top Gear.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually the way they shot that is ridiculous. Have you guys watched how they edit that? It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as an editing.
Yeah, just like how we're gonna edit you out of this episode.
Yeah.
I didn't say the American Top Gear. Calm down. It's the British Top
Green
Gear.
screen, just like
Natasha will back me up. We just have a random like a random moment where Natasha's like, yes, it's actually quite a good show.
actually, that's true.
It's like $1 million
All of
pounds an episode.
All right. What about you? What are you watching right now that you really? It doesn't matter if it's like something that's
Apparently,
new right
it matters
now or
if it's
anything.
Top Gear. Jesus Christ.
I'd say Flash is awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and Black Sails. I've always been a fan of that show.
James
I've
Gunn. It's
heard
funny
good
that you
things
mentioned that
about
because James Gunn, because he's awesome on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked him, like, "Hey, what show do you follow right now?" He says, "Black Sails all day."
Nice.
So Black Sails, I saw some of season 2, and it's pretty freaking good. So if you guys haven't seen it, get past the fact that Michael Bay produces it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He's not directing, so it's okay.
I will second you. I am right now currently watching Supergirl, which is doing very
Nice.
well. Please give it more viewership. It's actually getting really, really good. It's actually really good.
Can I
writing.
try again?
Yes.
I just finished Fargo season 2, and I'm working my way backwards. So I watched the first episode of Fargo season 1.
Nice.
So I'm in.
If you haven't seen it,
check
check
those
it out.
Just a love fest with FX.
But yeah, I'm also watching Flash. Obviously, you can see with the comic book guys. But yeah, I'm trying to get more into TV. I'm trying to
Yeah.
be able to get back in there. I miss Hannibal. Vikings is awesome. I haven't been able to see the new. I haven't seen season 4 yet since it just came out. It literally just started, so please get caught up on that. But yeah, aside from TV news, I think that is it for us, guys. This is a good
Yep.
first episode.
Definitely. Try to do
I
this more
will
often.
sign off. I am Adrian Alderette.
Sean Howard.
Shut up! No, I'm joking.
I'm JP Lee. We'll see you when the credits roll.